I thank the writer that put it very politely and pointed this out. I thought it was essential to bring it here. I do not remember her name, and I saw it over because I cannot read all the comments well. I would like to people. But the emperor has already turned. Is good. Come on, as this one has already become, I will start to turn, all right? The first question was if the beast's mark existed. The impact of what they say, correct? What can spirituality tell us about this? Understand well, we are in the energy of the Antichrist. What would be the Antichrist? The opposite of Christ. Christ preaches goodness, love of neighbor, material detachment, and many other things, but the Antichrist is the opposite. He will try to take humanity and is already exercising this dominion over many people. The Antichrist will not arrive in such a way out of nowhere. People have to be deceived. The terrain for him, if you understand, has to be prepared before, because if they come to you and tell you that you will be a follower of the Antichrist and that you will want an archer, may have people who profit from everything, right? In the same way, many artists make pacts with the devil to grow. Artists only buy the base of the deal with the devil because they are people who have no culture at all, right? But anyway, I'm not here to talk about artists today, so the ground for them is already being prepared. That is, humanity is already being pre-prepared, their energy is already here, so that when they arrive, they will have the ground ready, fertile, and already twined, you know? Because before destroying the earth, which is what he wants, destruction, and taking the tower house here, right? A lot of, but mainly to take people off of God's path, and some people think that this is all a conspiracy theory. Things are going to happen before very clear. I'll make it very clear to you. I've already made the video about the Antichrist. I can tell you about the property, okay? Here came the Papa, the center of the game. They come to me as the beast mark, and the woman and the representation in the tarot and the gypsy deck. But why a woman? The impact and the representativeness of the card. This brand exists. It is already being implemented, but not necessarily. But it is opening a door for this to happen. So the mark of the beast does exist, and the energy of the Antichrist is already being launched on earth. That is, people are being more and more induced. I have not watched television for many years. Why don't I watch it? Because many TV news programs do not want you to know the news. They want you to see the information they want you to know. There is a lot of misinformation, a lot of hypocrisy, a lot of distortion of facts. and mainly enslaving of minds. I don't waste my time watching TV news, period. And there is a unique TV that I have already talked about here, and I don't need to say the name of this TV has the intention of many years. I am talking about decades. Induce the population to error, or that is the men in black that you know as Illuminati who dominate and try to dominate the world. They are there at the mercy of pay attention to everything they impose appearances of good things, appearances of justice and freedom for all and equality, but a tremendous distortion of values. It seems fitting that they also spoke in one of their newspapers about a chip, so pay attention to everything that comes from this television. Now pay close attention, because the more common people enslaved with their minds enslaved easier to open to the Antichrist when he comes, okay? Just a hint. Well, let's go. The mark of the beast exists, but it is not there yet. So the chip. I think technology is essential. In fact, I work through WhatsApp, right? I am here talking to you all thanks to technology. Technology is not something terrible. The chips implanted in animals that should have greater functionality and a more excellent range are something good. These chips that are being made to look here. Paths to the House 22. The fruits of the work with the gypsy deck, he made it very clear to me that the beast marks not these chips that are still being implanted in people. Few people should even understand well. Are these chips not that they are something good at all? Without danger? No. Remember what I said about preparing the ground? They are the right technology ways people are going to. People will start to use them at work in many companies. But it will also be something that can extend to travel, can extend to shopping, can extend to healthcare, can extend to control concerning things on the internet, see? Just cutting goods store can be helpful in general because a simple chip can contain information and not have here the half need no longer be used. Much cash, right? We use many Pix debit cards nowadays, but it will be easy for many things. It will become an alliance that will make people's lives easier, considering that nowadays we even have a digital currency, so these chips being created and implanted in some people are not necessarily the mark of the beast. That is why I said that. I will have to take something out, that's where the trick is. It is what I say that the game of cards, the spirituality, needs me to understand the interpretation of the game, and what happens is that it will be something so good and make people's lives so much easier that they will start to not only induce people to have these microchips implanted in their skin, they are going to go to the House of Justice, they are going to force people to use it, that is in a few years. I need to see why I need to take off another deck the obligation about the chip for the person to be able to buy, sell, work, go to the doctor, you know? It will close a circus. Where will the circus close? I don't want to mention that name here so they don't take down my video and demonetize me, but many people had to, right? It was not optional, it was forced, including children, to enter school if they didn't have it there, right? We are talking about public schools, especially, right? If they don't have them there, right? So there is no doubt about it, but it won't be difficult, right? That's where the trick is. It won't be difficult, the house of the madman and the lovers. Everybody will love it. That is why I am making this video now. It's a matter of a short time, and I don't give it a year for that. In a good part of the world, chips will be forced on people, just that people will have so many seemingly benign things because of these chips.
Eles vão obrigar, justiça, quando da fortuna. Eles vão obrigar as pessoas a usar.
The house of lovers and the house of the madman means that they will not suspect anything, but you are wrong. We do not understand. You said that these chips are not the mark of, although if it exists it is just a portal to the mark of the beast. Understand well, everybody will want to put the chip. After all, it is the first thing that will be forced on a good part of the world, right? Most of the world will be obligated. It is just a chip, like the cell phone. The cards make people's lives easier. So why not do it? So it will be something familiar. Do you understand? How can you use WhatsApp? How can you make a call that nowadays almost no one calls with a cell phone either, right? It is more like messaging. But all very common. Do you understand? That's the point. Here the Empress and the Emperor come as the domination of people over the world. Everyone accepts to put the chip. He already has control over the economy, over everything. That's right. That's where the mark of the beast comes after that. I want to see the details. They don't stop space. It will also be placed in the hand and on the forehead like this. And when the mark of comes, which is connected to technology, to make it easier to access it, to make it easier to access it, to make it obligatory, they will not have to write what the cadaster says. Remind me what I'm saying. Won't they have to force many people? People are so open to this that they will accept it. That's where the beast's mark comes in, understand? So these chips are the gateway to convince humanity and leave it vulnerable and open, because what I said, we have already. Because what I said, we are already in the energy of the Antichrist here. He is like a snake, he acts from the side. Do you think he will come with horns? I have already talked about this. He will arrive trying to bring peace. He's going to arrive trying to bring peace, and that's when it will get awful. Pay attention to how people are skeptical around you. Pay attention around you and yourself, and how selfish people are. People only want to know about internet news. That family thing is getting lost. People to do a celebration at home, have lunch, everyone is there on the cell phone. Do you understand? And more, we are moving away from God, and humanity will be completely lost with this. I'm going to take it out because there is no tarot here, but I left it here today, and I'm going to take it out with these two gypsy decks to see if they can give us details about this clue mark. Most natural thing in the world, and then you will be prepared. It is what I said. If I tell you that you will put the brand of, and you obviously will not, right? But what if it is something that you believe is good? You have already placed a chip on it, and nothing happened. Beware. I call this video that I am making today a little seed video. It is a video that probably won't get many likes or much reach. But it is a video in the front. And I have already made it here to warn you. It was coronavirus. When I did it, I'd never been so stylized and so offended in my life. I was crazy talking about a worldwide virus that would take many people. The color here is cute. What are the details about the brand, right? Our mentors can reveal to us the chips would not precisely be the mark of the eye, but the gateway for people to accept tomorrow in a nice. Nice is fine, what's the problem? But what would it be precisely if it was not the microchip? Good question,
tudo,
right?
né? Do amor crucificado.
Is it the microchip?
As pessoas
Look here.
só querem saber
To enter a cinema, you don't need a little paper from the English language or cinema parks, anyway.
tá se perdendo.
Don't you need this?
As pessoas fazem
It is the same thing with the brand that I see here. As humanity today is very well informed,
e cada vez mais a gente está afastado de Deus.
the lousy guy will act from the side,
E vai se perder.
and the men who want to dominate the world are connected to him.
Tirar.
So first, you have to gain people's trust.
Vou tirar com esses dois baralhos.
You never stop to think about why WhatsApp is free.
Podem nos dar detalhes
You never stop to think about that. So human beings have long been prepared to be open to technology
necessariamente. Não são
and understand it as something promising and indispensable to our lives. However, it is opening these chips that I will show here in a short time.
quando for divulgado
It is the
essa necessidade.
gateway for when the time comes for the beast's mark to be placed on people. No one suspects that even the most spiritualized people say this is marked.
Para você, você vai colocar a marca da besta em você, evidente que você não vai.
They said that the cow was going to be marked, and it wasn't.
Acredite que seja bom. Você já colocou um chip mesmo, não deu nada.
They said that the chips were marked and it wasn't.
Eu chamo esse vídeo que eu estou fazendo hoje de vídeo sementinha.
This is not what will be the beast mark.
Não tenha muitas curtidas, não tenha nem muito alcance,
I get it.
mas é um vídeo lá na frente.
I get it.
Eu já fiz aqui para
How do I wish many more people would watch this video? How important it is for people to understand that the higher spirituality is giving us signs so that we will not be enslaved, deluded, and here comes the house of 13, right? The same letter that had left, right?
um vírus mundial que
The snake.
muitas pessoas.
You know who the serpent is, right? How about that?
Agora travou. Quais os detalhes sobre a marca, né? A besta aqui.
Many people will not realize this when the serpent stings the market.
Os chips não seriam exatamente a marca da besta, mas a
Then all the energy when these people are focused only on themselves and anti the designs of Jesus Christ and the tremendous energy vibrating in the power of the Antichrist,
né? Numa boa. Não faz mal.
the world will be in chaos, upside down, whipping house.
Chip é um microchip?
The world will be in turmoil.
Chip?
An intelligent young man arrives to preach world peace between religions.
Para você entrar num cinema, você não precisa de um papelzinho?
To save people from misery by raising the economy is what you will believe that people are on the edge of the abyss.
É a mesma coisa com a marca da besta que eu estou vendo aqui.
They are on the edge of the deep because they have slowly and progressively entered the frequency of the Antichrist without realizing it. They are already there with the beast mark. They are already totally vulnerable. They have already forgotten that God existed a long time ago.
Primeiro tem que ganhar a confiança das pessoas.
So can I tell you something now?
Por que o WhatsApp é gratuito?
The House of the Rats.
Nunca parando para pensar nisso. Então, o ser humano, já há muito tempo, vem
Many people around the world will already start using the microchips that are the gateway to the mark of the beast, okay?
como algo promissor.
Enter the House of the Moon.
No entanto, é a abertura.
The key did not come as a date.
E vamos ver se me sai
Until 2000 to 2030, the House of the Anchor.
pouquíssimo tempo.
I can say that 80% of the population will have the list mark,
Para quando chegar a hora da marca da besta,
which is not necessarily the chip that will begin to be implanted. Do you understand?
ninguém desconfie. Até as pessoas mais espiritualizadas.
People.
Imagina.
The beast mark is not something invisible.
Falaram que a vacina ia ser a marca da besta, não foi. Falaram que
The beast mark is not something like a chip that will be placed under the person's skin.
não é isso que vai ser a marca da besta. Entendi.
I don't even know how many minutes I am filming.
Como eu gostaria que muito mais pessoas assistissem esse vídeo. Como é importante as pessoas.
This video cannot be too long. The beast mark is something that people will see on the other person.
Está dando
Here it comes out as something round or something invisible or invisible wherever it is placed on the hand,
iludidos.
but it can be tiny, but it will be a tattoo,
Criança.
maybe not necessarily a tattoo here in Brazil. I mean for the park here in Brazil, right? The old play center used to give us a stamp. Who remembers that? Ha! They used to stamp on us, and we would stay there for days, right?
Quem é serpente?
Without taking it wrong so the stamp wouldn't come out. Do you remember this?
Quando a serpente picar com a marca da besta, muitas pessoas não vão se dar conta disso.
I think there must be other parks in the world that do this, maybe?
E aí sim, toda a energia, quando essas pessoas estiverem totalmente voltadas
It's the stamp,
somente a si mesma, somente
the invisible logo and the beast mark, nothing else is going to be.
Jesus Cristo,
Or anyone who will take it.
tremenda.
It's like a stamp, but it will be permanent with a figure, and suddenly there will be different figures, a sun, a moon.
Quando vai estar tudo de ponta cabeça,
You choose the one you like the most,
o mundo vai estar em caos.
the one that has the most to do with you,
Chega,
something delicate,
inteligente,
something nice that matches your life, your lifestyle,
paz no mundo, entre as religiões,
and that will make it easier for you because then the Antichrist will be here,
levantando a economia,
ready to act.
é o que vocês vão acreditar que vai acontecer.
Let it be something that will make your life easier in every way,
E estão na beira do abismo porque entraram na frequência do anticristo de forma
from buying to repeating, to health, to employment, opening a range of options for you to be ahead so that you can have your life easier.
existe faz tempo.
The fox? Ask you to be very prudent that this video is saved a few times. I have spoken firmly about everything I am feeling,
2023,
here to tell you.
pessoas no mundo inteiro
The beast mark is not a chip, it is not something that will remain invisible.
de entrada para a marca da besta.
Chip is not something that will remain invisible. The beast mark is something that humanity will clamor to have.
A chave não veio como dá.
It will be placed for free, and it will be something visible that will please most people.
Até
It will be a symbol that will be placed on the skin, and it may be that they will create the house of the fruit tree, house of the bouquet, and
até 2030, a casa da âncora.
the beast mark is something that humanity will clamor to have.
Eu posso dizer que 80% da população vai estar
It will be placed for free, and it will be something visible that will please most people.
Vocês estão entendendo? Gente,
It will be a symbol that will be placed on the skin, and it may be that they will
a marca da besta não é algo invisível.
Create the house of the fruit tree,
A marca da besta não é algo como um chip.
house of the bouquet, and house of the stork.
Eu nem sei quantos minutos eu tô filmando. Não pode ficar muito extenso.
I don't know how they are going to make precisely that.
A marca da besta é algo que as pessoas verão na outra.
Still, the gentleman says that to prepare for the coming of the Antichrist,
Aqui me sai como algo redondo.
that to prepare for the coming of the Antichrist, almost all people, except the most faithful and smart ones, are not going to fall for this because it is going to be something that will leave people in a fever. People think that buying such margarine will save your heart and your family will be happy. They understand that a woman using such a sanitary pad will be free and light from PMS, and on her best days that if you use such a shampoo or such a product your life will be better for a long time. We are if we are not there. We don't use such things, we are not part of society, we are out of touch, we are backward. Are not going to fall for this because it is going to be something that will leave people in a fever. People think that buying such margarine will save your heart and your family will be happy. They understand that a woman using such a sanitary pad will be free and light from PMS, and on her best days that if you use such a shampoo or such a product your life will be better for a long time. People think that buying such margarine will save your heart and your family will be happy.
Casa da montanha.
To understand that the higher spirituality is giving us signs so that we will not be enslaved, deluded, and here comes the house of 13, right?
Se fosse o carimbo,
The same letter that
permanente.
had left, right?
São figuras diferentes.
The snake.
Sol, uma
You know who the serpent is, right? How about that? Many people will not realize this when the serpent stings the market. Then all the energy when these people are focused only on themselves and anti the designs of Jesus Christ and the tremendous energy vibrating in the power of the Antichrist, the world will be in chaos, upside down, whipping house. The world will be in turmoil. An intelligent young man arrives to preach world peace between religions, to save people from misery by raising the economy is what you will believe that people are on the edge of the abyss. They are on the edge of the deep because they have slowly and progressively entered the frequency of the Antichrist without realizing it. They are already there with the beast mark. They are already totally vulnerable. They have already forgotten that God existed a long time ago. So can I tell you something now? The house of the rats.
A cegonha veio no
Many people around the world will already start using the microchips that are the gateway to the mark of the beast, okay? Enter the house of the moon.
pede pra você.
The key did not come as a date. Until 2000 to 2030, the house of the anchor. I can say that 80% of the population will have the list mark, which is not necessarily the chip that will begin to be implanted.
A marca da besta
Do you understand?
não é algo
People.
invisível.
The beast mark is not something invisible.
É algo que
The beast mark is not something like a chip that will be placed under the person's skin.
de forma gratuita.
I don't even know how many minutes I am filming.
Visível,
This video cannot be too long.
a maioria das pessoas.
The beast mark is something that people will see on the other person.
Ele pode ser
Here it comes out as something round or something invisible or invisible wherever it is placed on the hand, but it can be tiny, but it will be a tattoo, maybe not necessarily a tattoo here in Brazil. I mean for the park here in Brazil, right?
o que eu falei.
The old play center used to give us a stamp. Who remembers that? Ha!
O que vocês quiserem.
They used to stamp on us, and we would stay there for days, right? Without taking it wrong so the stamp wouldn't come out. Do you remember this?
Como se fosse
I think there must be other parks in the world that do this, maybe?
entende?
It's the stamp.
Mas eu escolhi.
The invisible logo and the beast mark, nothing else is going to be.
Eu não sei como eles
Or anyone who will take it.
mas o cavaleiro
It's like a stamp, but it will be permanent with a figure, and suddenly there will be different figures, a sun, a moon. You choose the one you like the most, the one that has the most to do with you, something delicate, something nice that matches your life, your lifestyle, and that will make it easier for you because then the Antichrist will be here, ready to act. Let it be something that will make your life easier in every way, from buying to repeating, to health, to employment, opening a range of options for you to be ahead so that you can have your life easier. The fox? Ask you to be very prudent that this video is saved a few times. I have spoken firmly about everything I am feeling, here to tell you. The beast mark is not a chip, it is not something that will remain invisible. Chip is not something that will remain invisible. The beast mark is something that humanity will clamor to have. It will be placed for free, and it will be something visible that will please most people. It will be a symbol that will be placed on the skin, and it may be that they will create the house of the fruit tree, house of the bouquet, and house of the stork. I don't know how they are going to make precisely that. Still, the gentleman says that to prepare for the coming of the Antichrist, almost all people, except the most faithful and smart ones, are not going to fall for this because it is going to be something that will leave people in a fever. People think that buying such margarine will save your heart and your family will be happy. They understand that a woman using such a sanitary pad will be free and light from PMS, and on her best days that if you use such a shampoo or such a product your life will be better for a long time. We are if we are not there. We don't use such things, we are not part of society, we are out of touch, we are backward. For a long time, the human being has been prepared for this brand, and when the time comes to choose the X or Y figure that you are likely to choose, you don't realize it. When choosing the X or Y figure, you will probably select what you will not realize. That beast mark was put on you, and you consented to it. Well, watch the entire video because many people put a video on and don't listen to everything I say. This mark in a short time and something that you will be fascinated to be careful about, eyes open, ears attentive because the devil acts like a snake on the sides, and he will lead many people to ruin, many people to total ruin because he has managed to deceive, lie, and snare, a people who think they are so evolved, so intelligent, but in truth are a people in their vast majority completely and extremely enslaved. Well, that was our video today. Do not forget to leave your likes, constructive criticism, and comments on the videos. Here is the word you want, right? For those who wish to free reading, suitable, put it in terms. Finally, suggestion. Guys, Thursday is here, and I need your tips for the videos for Thursday and the following videos, too, okay? I give you all my gypsy blessings. The protection of our Mother, Santa Sarah, that she covers each one of you with her mantle. And may our Father in heaven and our brother Jesus Christ be present in the life of each one of you. Kiss from the gypsy. Until Thursday, if God in heaven allows and Santa Sarah blesses us. All in the light, pay close attention. Do not be slaves of the devil. Be slaves of the devil. Let's try to save as many people as possible. Stay in the light until Thursday. Bye.